Bob is your uncle here. Flat out Bob. I'm talking about something different. I'm going to talk about blame today. First of all, my greetings. Peace, bless, namaste. Yeah, I'm in the woods. Out in the woods again. Sunday morning, it's I think what day is it today? 9th of September, I believe. Out in the woods here, Sunday morning. Beautiful little bit of woodland here, not too far from my yard. Heading towards Bustle Hill. I've got lots of, I'm so grateful, I've got so many woodlands I can walk when I've got spare time, I've got the Oxley's Wood up on Shooters Hill. I've got the Shrewsbury Park where I did my last week's video, that's up on Shooters Hill. I've got here, just heading towards Bustle Hill now, just coming down from Plumstead Common. You won't think you're in London at all, it's so quiet here, so peaceful and tranquil. But I want to talk about, out here in this beautiful place, I want to talk about the blame game, people blaming. I'm not going to make it too long. People are always blaming others for the problems. People blame the government. People are blaming. I know it's a rough world we live in. I know there's a conspiracy to enslave us all and all the rest of it. We know all that. There's a lot of information that's being withheld from us and misinformation being presented to us by the television. There's a big agenda to grind us down. But do we need to allow them to grind us down? Do we have to allow the powers that be to grind us down? That is our choice. Do we want to be their victims or do we want to rise above that? Rather than fight the old system, create a new system. No point in fighting the old. It's pointless. Waving your placards and walking down the streets. Of course, there's a lot of things to protest about. There's a lot of injustices going on, a lot of wrong things, but does it actually solve anything? I've never seen it solve anything. When the Iraq War, when they're about to invade Iraq, back in 2003, 1 million people, I think it was 2 million people, took to the streets of London, waving the placards. Did the government take a blind bit of notice? Did Tony Blair and his cronies and his financial masters take a blind bit of notice? Did they not on your Nelly, they didn't, just went ahead with did it anyway. But that's the point is, there's always protests, and you blame the government, you blame the immigrants, you blame the economy, you blame the banks and the businessmen and the corporations, and on a more personal level, you blame your family members, you blame your mum and dad, you blame your partner, your husband or wife or spouse or whoever. You blame your kids, you blame your friends, former friends, people who were once friends and no longer your friends anymore, people who've stabbed you in the back in the past, and we've got all this resentment from a personal level to a more collective level we're carrying all this resentment with us, and then on top of that, we feel guilty about stuff we ourselves have done bad in the past. We've made mistakes and done some shit things, we've all done it. We've all made mistakes. We've all done some really bad stuff in the past. Some worse than others, but to a certain degree, we've all done something wrong. And we should forgive ourselves. We should forgive ourselves. We should give everybody. As Jesus said in the Lord's Prayer, forgive who trespass against us, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Forgive those who trespass against us. Forgive those who trespass against us. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. That's it. And trespass in this case means sin, do wrong, not walking on someone's private property. That's what they use it now. Trespassers will be prosecuted if you walk on this private land. No, it's trespass in this sense means, doing wrong. Forgive our wrongs as we forgive those who do wrong to us. And then you move on, you forget about it. And forgiving means forgetting also. And forgetting means you can free yourself of the chains of that resentment and move on with your life. The blame game, and people are making, and they use these excuses, how not to get on in life, why I can't do anything, why I can't rise above where I am now, why am I stuck in this crap job, earning a pittance, and you're moaning and groaning about your your work situation, you're moaning about your boss, you're moaning about the government, you're moaning about the banks. We moan, we groan. I'm just as guilty as the next person. I've done all that moaning. I've moaned quite a lot in the past. I want to give up that habit. I want to move on. I want to, rather than be all angsty about my life, my current situation, and what's happened in the past, and be resentful and feel anger, move on. Forgive myself and forgive others. Today's another day. But as Michael Beckwith said, he said, it is what it is. Harvest the good and forgive the rest. And Bob Proctor also quotes him quite a lot. Good mates, in the old law of attraction, positive thinking, fraternity, self-development. This is what we're going to focus on. And I get really bored. I get really bored of seeing people complain about stuff. I mean, I've done it myself, and I'm sure people get bored of me as well. I've gone on Facebook and I've moaning about this and I'm moaning about that and blah, 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 the bankers, the banksters, the blah, 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 all that. And I get bored of. I actually get bored of myself. I get bored of myself moaning about stuff. I like that. I'm checking that tree out over there. I just spotted that tree. Okay, so the blame game. It's a loser's game. We've got to stop blaming our environment. Srila Sri Ramaraj, a great Indian Swami, great saintly person, said, "The environment is our friend. Every wave is a favourable wave, whatever good or bad we may perceive is happening to us. Every wave is a favourable wave. The environment is our friend." It's all good. It's all good, And look at this tree with the fungus growing out of it. The dead tree. Food for other entities in the ecosystem. And this one here, I don't know how that got caught on fire. Was it deliberately? I think it was a dead tree anyway, but somebody tried to catch fire to it. And kids come out here and play and do stuff. We used to do it myself when I was a lad. Yeah, so peace. It's all good. Everything's fantastic. Everything's marvellous. Feeling grateful. As what's he called? Ralph Smart always says, "Feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there?" I like that vibe, I like that. I'm tired. I'm tired of mourning, and I'm tired of hearing other people mourning too. I'm sick and tired of mourning. I'm sick and tired of hearing other people mourn. It bores me to tears. So it's time to move on to a higher level of awareness, a higher consciousness and positivity, and do the best we can and grow to our full potential. We can't grow to our full potential if we're clinging on to negative stuff from the past. We can't. It's not possible to grow to our full potential if you're always caught up in the blame game. It's not possible. Ain't possible. Not possible, fam, is it? Did you get me, fam? Did you get me? Peace, bless, and namaste. Next time.